So today we're going to be talking a little bit about cheating and adultery in Thailand, popular topic, something that pops up in my comments quite a lot. And some of you may be familiar with the study by BedBible. It is a study that's knocking around that puts Thailand up at the top of the most adulterous country in the world. But not only Thailand, Denmark I think came second on the list. We also had Germany up pretty high. But I think Thailand has a unique set of cultural and social factors, some of which we're going to discuss today. And at the end of this vlog, I will be getting a Thai opinion, so it's not just my opinion. We'll be asking my wife what she thinks about Thailand and adultery and cheating and some of the cultural issues here. And so why I don't want to discredit this study, I actually couldn't find it on BedBible's website. Having a psychology degree myself, I'm pretty familiar with reading psychology papers and studies and things like that. I couldn't find the actual paper where really you want to look into the methodology, you want to look into who was actually asked the question, where did they actually find the sample group. Want to know in any study its limitations and more details about its results. Alas, I couldn't find that information, so we'll just take it on face value for today's discussion. It is reported quite heavily in a lot of Thai press and newspapers, etc., and it is quoted a lot online, and it comes up in my comments a lot as well. This study actually showed it was the Thai men that cheat more than the Thai women. It wasn't too much more, but it was more. There is a good body of evolutionary psychology into why men cheat more than women on average. There's a decent amount of research there, so it doesn't surprise me that Thai men may be cheating more than Thai women. So as I grab our animal food here, I think we'll talk with some of the historical norms. Some people may be familiar with the Mia Noi. Mia Noi being the little wife, and often the lesser known Mia Luang, which is the big wife, the main wife. So in a historical context, Thailand has been quite open-minded, especially for the older generations, for men to take a second wife. This isn't actually an official wife, so it's not really registered. It's more so that the man is married and he has basically somebody on the side who is often younger. I can give you my personal experience with this as well, because I actually do have some friends that are Thai, and they're quite wealthy, and they have Mia Noi, so they have a little wife as well, and it's actually quite normalized. My particular friend is a property magnate. He has a lot of property in the tourist areas. He owns a lot of the original land that a lot of the hotels are built upon, and so he can really afford to have multiple partners. Now the weird thing is, when Damo and I have sat with him for dinner, both his wife and his Mia Noi often sit with us, so they're in the same room, they know each other. His main wife is a little bit older, his Mia Noi is younger, and they all just get on together. It's been functioning that way now for many years. It doesn't seem like there's any jealousy or envy in the situation. However, I wouldn't know. You don't ask too many questions about such things. You just accept it is what it is. And when it comes to the older generations, it isn't only Thailand that would have such a setup. One of my most influential people in my life, Carl Jung, also had a mistress. So he had his wife, and I think one of his students became his mistress, and both of them kind of knew each other. I do believe that it came a source of social embarrassment as well, though, for both the women involved. I think the wife never felt like he'd fully committed to her, and I think she was called Tony Wolf, the mistress. She didn't ever feel that she was enough for him, and she never felt validated because she never got to be his real wife. So there are psychological and social impacts of this kind of arrangement, but I'm just telling you, from a historical context, especially with some of the older Thais, it's more acceptable. This is only my opinion again, but with a lot of the younger Thais as well, it would not be acceptable to have Mia Noi. Many of the Thai women that I know are quite jealous, and they would get angry if they found out that's what you were doing. Particularly with Western men, I think they can be more flexible with Thai men. ไก่ไข่นี่นะครับ3ใช่ครับมันเบอร์ซีใช่ไหมเอาอันนั้นเบอร์ซี2ด้วยครับเอาถูกเลยกันนะครับ And so on the next point here, there is the religious element to things. In Thailand, obviously, it's predominantly Buddhist, and the Buddhists have a little bit of a different view towards infidelity in compared to, say, Christians and Islam. In Buddhism, infidelity or adultery is actually a violation of the third precept, which comes under sexual misconduct, but it isn't actually seen as a sin as such, as the way it would be in, say, Christianity, like a real sin, you're going to go to hell sort of thing. And so there is a certain, this is not like a statistical fact, but it's more like a cultural nuance. There's a certain liberal attitude that comes from the religious values. Buddhism doesn't say, oh, you've committed a sin, so you're going to hell. Buddhism just says, oh, you missed the mark. You tried your best, but you didn't make it, and so it's okay. Just keep trying. It's a little bit softer. That's the way I interpret it anyway. Is a little bit softer, a little bit more flexible when it comes to things like adultery. And so if that religion is the foundation of your moral and ethical guidelines for when it comes to cheating on your partner, then it makes sense that more slips are seen as acceptable in comparison to some countries, say in the West. So just before we get back to today's vlog, I'd just like to mention sponsors of the channel, Surfshark VPN. Many of my subscribers have already used my code and downloaded Surfshark VPN, in particular those from the UK, where there have been a host of draconian laws passed that infringe on people's privacy and their ability to access content on the internet, which I believe should be freely available. But as well as getting access to restricted content, Surfshark has a number of other useful features. If you're like me and you travel a lot and connect to many different Wi-Fis in different restaurants, airports and cafes, Surfshark has an alert system that will let you know if your Wi-Fi has been compromised. Another useful feature that my subscribers are very familiar with is avoiding price discrimination. Sometimes if you search from a given location, your price can be different on things like hotels, car rentals and flights. Use Surfshark VPN by changing your location in the top right hand corner and make sure you're getting the best price available on the internet and are not being discriminated against based on your location. You only have to subscribe to Surfshark VPN once and you can use it across all of your devices, whether it be your iPhone, your PC or your Mac. Surfshark have given me an offer to give to you. It's going to get you 4 months extra. All you need to do is use my code word NAKEDGURU. Download the app or go to www.surfshark.com/NakedGuru. And what's more is it's a money-back guarantee. So if the VPN doesn't work out for you for whatever reason, you get your money back. And so the third point to touch on is economics. The obvious industry here in Thailand, which goes far beyond the bars, by the way. A lot of foreigners think that that particular industry is only in certain areas like Pattaya or Bangkok and is kind of defined to that zone. Actually, the longer you live here, the more you dig deeper into what is going on societally, you start to learn that that industry goes far deeper. And because of these kind of cultural norms, it may seem that sex is more commodified. So it's more of a commodity that you can give, buy and sell more easily rather than something that is very sacred, is what I mean to say. And so there certainly is that economic factor. And of course, in which a country where some people are still struggling, for many women, sex becomes a commodity you can sell, and then that might lower the importance that people put on it. And so adultery, therefore, is more justifiable. We also should take into account that on this study, they didn't define who they asked about this. And so if they went round to the tourism areas and asked, oh, is cheating okay? Then they're going to get a very different answer to if they came to the rural areas. People are more prone to, in those industries, be more prone to be open about it and talk about it, and they're not keeping any secret about it because it's so out in the open, Whereas if you're walking around Denmark and asking these people, oh yeah, do you cheat on your wife? They're going to be less likely to say yes, because it's just not socially acceptable in those social milieus that this survey may have been taken. So it is quite surprising that Thailand was only a few percentage points above places like Denmark which is crazy, really. You would expect that because of the social attitudes here and the visibility of it, that you would be getting like at least a third or double the amount of respondents saying that they found it okay, or they have cheated on their husband or wife. So I'm quite surprised about how close these other European countries were, to be honest. The final point that I wanted to mention as well, it's just a quick one, is class differences. So there are certain echelons of, as I mentioned with my friend, that I would class him as like in the top 1% in Thailand. It seems far more socially acceptable for him to be doing something like that. You would think it would be the other way around, like that the lower class would have more infidelity, whereas the upper class had less. Many of my subscribers on this channel and long-term followers of this channel are actually happily married. This isn't one of those channels that you'll find on YouTube which is constantly talking about the dangers of retiring here or meeting a Thai woman or marrying a Thai woman. It's just not been my lived reality here over the past 15 to 16 years. I can understand how some men get themselves in trouble because they meet their partners in certain places that are already speaking a little bit of English, that have maybe had multiple foreign boyfriends before, that are basically predators, as I mentioned before on the channel. They are the predators, you are the prey, and you're going to end up in those kind of situations. But I'm a big believer that there is a very large percentage of the population of women here that are not that are very monogamous, that are very traditional, that are very faithful, that are not going to be cheating. Even a very large majority that are not interested in money. Of course, some money is important. Just like anywhere in the world, you need to be able to take care of yourself and others. Although when Damo met me, I was pretty broke, and I wouldn't say I was somebody that were taking care of myself. I was like drinking, playing saxophone, and just enjoying life, like partying all the time. So I don't know what her interest in me was. And she was like mid-20s when I met her, never even kissed a guy. So she was super shy. And in her mind, her family had just kind of pushed her to go into work and just focus on your studies and go into work. And in her mind, she was just studying and supporting her family. This is different from her sister. Like her sister was a little bit more, her older sister was a bit more kind of experienced, and she's quite different from her sister. Her younger sister is shy. So it's not like the whole family was the same, but in my wife's case that was the same. And many of my subscribers have met women here that professional women that have got jobs, teachers, doctors, nurses, business women that are really just looking for a lifetime partner and no messing around. And so I don't think that the study is representative of most Thai women. I think that if you were to get to the nitty-gritty of it, Thailand might be quite close to some other countries, because cheating and adultery and infidelity are human behaviours first and foremost. Predominantly they're human behaviours, not Thai behaviours. Of course, the industry here lends itself, as we've discussed, to this situation of infidelity and adultery, but that same issue happens with things like OnlyFans, which is more popular in the West, and I think it's got more users in America and Canada than certainly here in Thailand. There's the escorting business, there's the online dating apps. I imagine that if you really did a cross-section of different countries, you would find quite similar results across the board. I think now I've covered most of the stuff that I think I can tell you about today from my point of view. And so now we'll go and ask Damo what she thinks and why she thinks that Thailand might score highly in this what is behind the culture, what is normalised here, so you can get a Thai opinion. So today I've been telling them about that study that came out that Thais cheat more than most of the countries in the world. And one of the reasons that we talked about is the history of Thailand, that maybe a lot of Thai men cheat because in the culture it was seen as normal or more acceptable but not normal to have a mia noi. So I have a little wife, and maybe it's not the same these days, but what do you think about that?
To have mia noi, I think it depends on that family, because if you ask me and my family about having this, it's not normal for our culture here in the village. That we're not in the village here. We think it like we see it's not normal at all, and then not acceptable for what we think here. It's unacceptable. And but what I see is happen a lot with the playboy and also rich man and the playboy man that they want to have many. And also it's so many news about what you call have more than one
affair.
More than one, or you have family already and then you still play something like that. It's a lot in Thai news right now. Pop up every day. It's like for the new world with social media and everything. I feel like people they make it like cheating is normal for this day, but actually it's not normal for a family, for a loving family like that.
Why do you think that it's more normal for rich people though in Thailand?
Because I think rich people, I in my opinion, they have money, they can I think they can just buy, like spend money for maybe they're not enough with what they have like that. They want to get more for their own happiness, but they don't think about the family or the wife or partner that to make it work.
And maybe the women just want money.
For what you call real wife, the first wife, maybe they say okay, maybe they say like okay, you just go get anyone, but or what you call or the business or the money or the house or the car is belong to me. Even you have second wife or something like that, but don't give to her.
Maybe they do get jealous still, don't they?
Maybe that the agreement, maybe that is agreement between them.
We have a friend I've told them about our friend, but they're not jealous of each other, but in many cases they do get jealous, Thai women.
Yeah, jealous, because sometimes when they have a second wife, they also want to have what you call better life. It's like because they think rich people will take care of, give them money or something like that. That's why they break what you call ruin the family. So if a good woman, like they know that guy have family, if she not think about money, she would not do like that. She would not ruin their family. Yeah, and the main thing of doing like that is the money. Because if like what I know, the story is like if your partner is not good enough, to help you, to support you like that. Maybe she run away to find someone else. Sometimes a man is not.
But that's happening in the village on a daily basis.
Yeah, and in the village, in the country.
And not just the young ones, the old ones too.
Yes, yeah, that's right. And also, it's not only happen to what you call women cheat a man. A man also cheat on women. Both sides. Women need support, good support from a man, and a man needs something more like challenge or more what you call more new what you call maybe they get bored, something like that.
Variety.
And then they change new girlfriend like that. But for the women, most of the reason that they run away is about money and support. Yeah.
So why then, when we met, I was living in Jolly Frog in Kanchanaburi, which if you know the Jolly Frog, then I'll put a picture of it here. I was living in Jolly Frog. I think my income at the time was about 20,000 baht a month. I think your income at the time was over 50,000 baht a month. So you already had condo and land. I didn't have any assets at the time. So what are you going with me for then?
Clever. clever guy, lovely guy, funny guy.
Now, they won't believe me, but I told them that when we met, you'd hardly even
just-
kissed. You not even kissed a guy.
No, not kiss. And then he told me about his culture, like Western culture, that you kiss hand. I take my hands. That's the first kiss on me, like kiss on my hand. And he said, "Oh, this is my culture."
But at that point, you were very shy, yeah?
Yeah.
And you were in mid-20s and you'd never even been with a guy.
อายุเท่าไหร่นะ26
26.
ใช่
So why? You were just scared of men, or?
not thought about it.
Because some men would approach you in your work, right? Foreigners in particular. And they'd try to get with you. But what?
Because I want to open for friends, exchange the culture. That's what I want to learn, you know. But some that come like flirt straight away. But Ryan is not. He tries slowly, like be friend first, like that.
I played the long game. So then, finally, I did say that just because this study says that Thai people is likely to cheat and whatnot, our friends that we see in Thai couples, we've got a number of friends that we've met even through the channel and stuff. You know, like our friend we met on islands and stuff like that.
Yes.
They're mainly with women that there's no cheating from either side. Like the guy's kind of happy because he's come over, he's met the Thai here who's usually a professional, and they get on, there's no cheating. The majority of, I'd say 90% of the people that we know is in that situation, right? So it's not that, how do they meet a Thai girl that's not going to cheat? Because mainly my audience is men. And I don't know if the females audience are looking for a Thai man. But let me ask you, how would a foreign guy go about meeting a Thai girl that's not going to cheat on him?
Wow. The first you have to know that you're not, your relationship not based on money. That is the first thing. Like the first start of the relationship is not about, pay her everything. Pay, to pay for women, everything is good. Women like it. But also don't make it become the priority of the relationship, and because when you start with that, it will become the money problem in the relationship. If your man ran out of money, maybe she ran away. She finds someone new, and to have relationship with your man, you have to like have passion, and you love him for who he is, not love him for he want to. He be able to support you, or he be able to buy you things like that. You have to look at a woman that way. Yeah, for me, I think that is because it's from the experience. I feel like I'm enough with everything. Not asking more, not asking, not want anything. Just we understand each other. That is important.
But where would they start? Where would they find somebody? Working in a...
You can't tell, like rural women also, even though she poor, she also haveจริงใจ sincere,
honest, honesty.
Only some, and if you become with a city girl, she clever, she be able to make her own money, but also her lifestyle may be expensive,
Maybe not even interested in foreigner too.
Yes.
Because most Thai women are interested in Thai men.
Uh-huh.
I think most, right?
Yes, yeah. Because
a lot of people will disagree with that on the channel. Because a lot of foreigners think that Thai women are just want foreigner man. Not these days.
Yes.
Thais are quite rich these days. They don't need poor. A lot of Thais look at foreigners like they're poor, right?
No, not look at that. Because sometimes Thai women,
What? Just getting bitten by ants. So you were saying?
Because Thai women, I think they have to be careful because this is the problem. When you have foreigner boyfriend or foreigner partner, they will look at you different way. They will look at you like you are having them for money. That is not true at all. But there is maybe some true about living with Western because they can support your financial, you know. But actually, when like me and Brian like this, we are real couple. We are real soulmate. We soulmate. So I want Thai people to stop thinking about that too. Like.
Because I think also what she's trying to say is some people in the village will say to her, "Oh, you're so lucky you got foreign boyfriend because of money," but they don't realize that me and Damo work together.
Yes.
Damo used to do all the admin at our school. She was doing all the accounting and stuff for our jazz lounge and work permits. Every business like now, packing, like we always work together in everything we do. Plus, she has her own little online business, so it's. The rural people don't understand. They just see farang and they think money, but really, I could just be a Thai guy, and the situation is we work together on stuff. So
yeah, and also like they have the idea like people who have foreigner boyfriend is the woman that working in the bar. You know?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and then my family don't like that because the first time me and Ryan live here. So many people they come, can you introduce Farang for us? Like that, you know. And then my mom always say like, oh no, it's not like that.
Well, I don't have any friends, so I couldn't do it anyway.
No, it's not about friend, you know. Like I'm not what you call the one that bring people to foreigner, you know. It's not like that. My mom say like, oh no, my daughter is not like that, so we're not doing that.
So they're quite a conservative family anyway, but. I think that's it on this topic today. I don't know if we've shined any insight into it or not. I would say that this is a human behaviour, not just a Thai behaviour, and there are plenty of Thais that you'll meet that are not going to cheat on you. And we know, I could give you countless examples now. I could probably give you about 20 examples off the top of my head where that is the case. And that makes up 90+% of our friends of how it works out. It really is... I'll just be about going into the situation, being streetwise, using common sense, and you'll find there's plenty of Thais that won't cheat on you.
And also, I want to say one last thing that if you're foreigner having Thai wife or Thai girlfriend, and then you have a bad experience that she cheat on you or something like that, I want to tell you that it's not only happened to Thai women and Farang, you know, it's happened with Thai women and Thai men, you know, every day that I see from the news.
It happens Thai to Thai.
Yeah, Thai to Thai a lot too, not only Thai to Farang, you know. That's what I want to say.
So thanks for checking in today, guys. Hope you're well and take care.